if those pictures come out crap, these are for Boohoo Man, you know, it's for their photos.
He's good, as he was recommended as one of the best in the industry, so...
Sure. Hey, hold on.
Wicked.
You got the lens cap on.
Huh? I don't believe it.
We're going to lose it. Oh, my...
What's going on?
Flipping
hell.
hell.
It was a bit dark. Not why, man. They'll like it.
Like what you cannot see?
It's abstract. It's like, it's abstract.
If we lose his contract, it's you know.
I think they look great. I'm happy. I don't know what they're so upset about.
Hi, and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. And listen, next time with the photographs, right, you stay clear of it. Stay clear of the photographs, right?
I thought
ruining my photo shoot, man.
Ruining this, like I said, abstract art photography.
Yeah, abstract, all right. Right. Don't forget, right? Boohoo Man got some excellent clothing like what we've got on. Yeah. If you want to get hold of any of their stuff, you can get an extra 10% off when you use the code AFTV10. AFTV10. You can scan the QR code that you see on the screen right now, or click the link in the description and get yourself your discount that you get just for watching this show.
Yes.
Free to watch, and you get an extra 10% off.
Exactly, it can't be bad.
It can't be bad. Yeah. I don't know why I'm feeling so...
Speaking of bad.
I don't know why I'm feeling so upbeat today because, you know, I was doing an interview earlier, actually. I was on David Seaman's channel.
Yeah.
Right. And,
David's got a channel.
Yeah. He's got a podcast, sorry, a podcast.
Go on, David. Yeah. Big up, David.
And we were talking about the game at the weekend, and we had to remind ourselves that we didn't actually lose.
Exactly.
Yes, it was a draw,
and we're still
but it felt like a loss.
Yeah.
Because we worked so hard to get back into the game, but it finished. Arsenal won, Brentford won. Of course, Manchester City, they won their game pretty comprehensively yesterday against Aston Villa. Now they're breathing down our neck, 3 points behind us. They've got the big game on Wednesday.
Can't wait.
Right? And all of a sudden now, things have changed a little bit. But it was such a frustrating game. You know, I have to say the first half, Brentford were very, very good. By the way, Brentford, good side.
Yes.
Very good side.
Yes.
They gave us a lot of problems. First half,
Give a lot of team problems.
Yep. They've beaten Man United. They've beaten Liverpool. They've beaten Man City at City. They've got a draw with Chelsea. They drew with Tottenham. It's no shame, but it was just a real bit of a setback. First half, they were better than us. Second half, though, we came out and we really had the right attitude, really played well, and we got the goal. Trossard, we worked and we got the opening and got the goal, only to be pegged back by the most controversial goal of the weekend, right, which made it 1-1 to Brentford, and we got to go there straight away.
It was awful. Listen, man, first thing first, like, I don't know what he's doing in VAR. He shouldn't be allowed in there. And all I can say is I've seen exclusive footage of the VAR, what happened. We've seen exclusive footage, and here it is.
Yeah,
Lee.
Come on, shoot. Over the top.
Mr. Mason. Yo, please. Brentford just scored, but I want you to check for the offside, please. Yeah.
What are you doing? VAR, what's the game? Come on! What's the game?
Have you come up with a decision yet? Because I got all the Arsenal players around me. You know what they're like, always surrounding the referees. Don't worry, we're going to get them reported for this as well. But have you made a decision yet?
Yeah, it looks fine to me. All good. Onside.
Come on, ref! What are you doing?
It's a goal. Okay, thank you. Goal given. Yep, that's it. It can only be that. He must be in there doing something totally different. He's not in there working. He's not in there doing his job. He's literally, it's almost like, you know when you need time away, if you're in a relationship or you have children and you're trying to find a time away. So sometimes you just go sit in your car for no reason at all. just sitting. Or you say, I'm going to the shop, but you actually just go to your car. You're going in the shop, but you sit in the car park of the shop. That's all he's doing. He's taking time away from his family, and that's what he uses this time to do. When he has to go to do the VAR, he's so happy. He probably watching, playing games. He probably eating food that he shouldn't be eating. Probably speaking to people he shouldn't be speaking to.
Yeah.
He's not watching the game. There's no way, like,
I don't think he is.
you forgot to draw the lines. How when that is a vital part of an offside decision, is drawing a line. You know, and it's crazy because, look, VAR has been brought in to improve these errors these decisions that cannot happen by.
This one, make it clear, make it clear, yeah.
Draw
this
the line.
One is black and white.
It's there.
This is not a subjective one where was it a handball or not?
Exactly.
Was it not? Was it a foul? Was that not? Should we stay with the on-field decision? These ones are offside. It's black and white. So all he's got to do is draw the line. The line go green or red. And you can clearly see that the offside is there. As a matter of fact, there's 2 offsides in that goal. But you can clearly see, and I think, well, actually, I don't know now, because at first I'm thinking, did he panic because of the amount of time he took to come to the first decision and thought to himself, oh, it's taken a long time, and he just, or is there something more sinister for it?
Of course.
Because he's the same referee that disallowed the goal at Old Trafford when Martinelli scored, which would have made us 1-0 up, which since, by the way, before anybody who's maybe in there and thinking, oh, come on, you're being too hard on referees, he and the VAR, PGMOL, or whatever they call them, have since come out and said, sorry, Arsenal.
No, they haven't said sorry. No, they haven't said sorry. They've come out and said this, but they haven't said sorry. I've not seen no apology to us. I've heard them admit they're wrong, but I've heard no apology. They
admitted they were wrong, and then on this one, I think, what did I see? I
think I did see apology for this one, not the first one.
Really?
I think for this one, there's been apology. But for me, it's not even about the apology, because the apology don't put points on the table.
Yeah, on this one, I saw a tweet from them. It was the PGMOL, and they said, PGMOL can confirm that its chief refereeing officer, Howard Webb, has contacted both Arsenal and Brighton, by the way, who also had a horrendous decision, to acknowledge and explain the significant errors in the VAR process in their respective Premier League fixtures on Saturday. So that is an admission. That's not an apology, but it's an admission. It's an admission that they got it wrong. Now, in a game like this,
say you mucked up. That's why. Don't mess about. Say you mucked up. There's no errors. Say you mucked up. We got it wrong.
No, I don't think. I don't think they should say they mucked up. I should say Lee Mason should come out and say, I don't like Arsenal. Simple as that. I don't like Arsenal. If I can help them drop points, I will help them drop points, because that's what he's doing. If we're being honest, like, he's done it before. Last time he did it, they took him out of the weekend games and then put him back in. It's not good enough. This man is incapable of doing a job. If you did this in a work environment and you done it more than once, you would lose your job, right? You would lose your job. Demote him, put him down in a championship for do the line or job. Put him down in a league too for do run line up and down. Make him run up and down. That him need to do run lines. He's not supposed to do nowhere in front of a computer or screen or anything. No Premier League game, no Premiership, nothing. He should be, as a matter of fact, put him on Sunday League to go referee them game there.
I wouldn't even want him on my son's game.
Well, Robbie Yardy, it will be just like this. If you do that in work, they will say, we want you to go to eye test. You know when you say eye test, you do one eye, P45. That's goodbye. That will be it. That's what you read. They'll say, can you read the first 3? That's it. And then you're gone.
No, that's what it will be. But he would do it. It's because it's Arsenal. We've seen it. He's from Manchester. Come on, man.
You heard what Graham was saying earlier to us, right? That he's actually cost us more points.
He's taken more points off Arsenal than any other team.
Than any other team this season. And I'm sorry, right? This is not us. Normally, I'm here and I'm having a go at Ty for having a go at referees, right? But he's well within his rights today to have a go at it, because even I remember I was talking, my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter was saying to me yesterday, she goes, oh, Dad, but it will be replayed, right? Or do we get the points back?
If only.
Do we get that? I said, no. I go, that's it. I go, they said they made a mistake.
That's it.
She said, but how can that be right? She goes, you know, it's just a blatant error. It's a massive error. But I said, it's too late. It's too late. That could cost us at the end of the season. Do you remember last season?
100%.
I think it was I think it was Man City were playing. and they had a game, I think it was against Everton, where it was the most blatant handball.
Rodri.
You remember that?
Yeah.
You will ever see.
Yeah.
And the referees didn't
no.
give it.
Yeah, they said no.
They didn't give it, and how much did Liverpool miss out on the league by? I think it was
2 points.
Yeah. Right.
I can't remember.
You come on, the referee and the one on Saturday is worse.
It is
because, as I said, there's no subjectiveness in it. It is just simple, black and white. You do your job. It's offside.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even sat at the stadium where people can be pressuring you.
Yeah.
You're sat at some Stockley Park. The way I was feeling on Saturday, I was looking for that place. I'm like, we're Stockley Park there. I mean, we start getting our solical mood. I was saying, we're the place Stockley Park there.
I'm fine this place.
I'm fine. We're Stockley Park. And then I said, no, Robbie, calm down, man.
But just to chat.
But honestly, I'm still. It's Monday, and I'm still fuming.
Of course we are. We're definitely. That's 2 points we've dropped now, and it's not our fault. We dropped it. So even though look, let me just go back to the game a little bit. Yeah. That was a frustrating game, like I said, to watch. It was very frustrating to watch. And what it is Arsenal are going to come up against teams like this in the second half of the season who, right now, there are going to be teams at the bottom half of the table who want to get points. There's going to be teams like Brentford, Brighton, and Fulham who are fighting to get into Europe football and play European football this season.
Fulham,
so yeah, we know. But that's what I'm saying. So when we play some of these teams,
for their lives as well.
But when we play some of these teams now, what they're gonna come is a tactics of they don't come to win, but they're not coming to lose. So they're gonna ask us to come and beat them and hope to get something out of it if they do. And we're gonna come up against these teams. We're not gonna get teams that are coming to play us and we're gonna have that open field where we can play the beautiful football and stuff like that. So we're gonna have these frustrating games. Yes, we know Jesus is very vital in games like this because he can skip, dribble pass. We don't have him at the moment. So hold on, we don't have him at the moment. So we need to find other ways of breaking these teams down.
Hold on. We did.
I'm saying we did, but what I'm trying to say, Robbie,
I've got to keep coming back to the referee. Because
you go back to the referee, but hold on, what I'm trying to say, that game, watching him is frustrating, and we did find a way through. However, it's what annoys the annoying part, apart from the referee decision, is a 9 part afterwards is our frustration is some fans are venting their frustration at the players and at individuals. Which you shouldn't do that because these players have not done anything wrong
this season.
They're going to come up against teams like that. You understand what I mean?
First of all, as I said, Brentford are a very good side.
Of course.
Secondly, you're right, Yardy. You're going to come up against sides like it's very difficult to break down. Look at the formation they played. You know what I mean? They'd be like 2 up front for the counter. Right, they went long every single time. Ball up to Ivan Toney. He was excellent.
When we have the ball, everybody behind the ball.
Little flick-ons that. Very, very difficult, and they're the best team I'm seeing at that style of way. And they'll take more points off of big teams because they're good.
Well,
right?
they beat Man City, didn't
they? So they were a very, very difficult team to play against, right? But at the end of the day, the most frustrating thing for me is that we did our job.
Yeah,
because in a tight game like that, you need something to just unlock it. And Mikel Arteta made the substitution at the right time. Brought on Trossard, bit of magic by Saka, great cross, bang, he scores. Right? And we finish the game 1-0, we'd be sitting here, we'd be analysing it, we'd be saying, got away with it a bit in the first half. We might even be saying, you know what, over the run of play, Brentford deserved a point. I feel they did.
They did.
Over the run of play. But the facts of the game is that they shouldn't have got a point because the goal was offside. And I still keep coming back to it. And as I said, I'm normally having a go at you for having a go at referees. But you know what? You are fully entitled today to have a go because I'm still fuming.
So maybe the ref, remember we keep saying you need to do a referee course. Maybe the referees need to come listen to time, man. maybe for once.
I don't know, but the funny thing is, Robbie, not only that, you were telling us on Saturday that I think is it five of the press guys said it was offside, and they're surprised it was given. And even Mikel came out and said,
offside. It's
according to the directive that they were shown, it's offside. So can all of them be wrong?
Why are our referees so bad?
Terrible.
Why every week? I think there was 3 different incidents this weekend. 2 in particular. The Brighton one was terrible as well, right? I remember Brighton are going for Europe. Right? Why are they so bad? I was at the World Cup. I went to watch about 40 odd games.
There was the handball. There was the handball at Chelsea, West Ham.
Yeah. When I was at the World Cup, I didn't see these things.
Yeah.
And they're using the same VAR. Why are these guys? Why are they getting it every week so wrong? In
Because
the best
it's
league in the world, we've got the worst refs in the world.
And I know what? Yeah, funny enough, I remember a couple of years ago, yeah, I said to myself that one day there's going to be a lot of, as time goes on, stuff will come out eventually. Corruption will come out. It might take for somebody to pass away so then people can start speaking. So. Yeah. But I always believe that, and some people might say, whatever. But when Man United get away with certain things, and I always go back to that, with the 49 games, and we went to 50 games to go to Old Trafford and got kicked all over the pitch.
There's a big difference.
And you see and you see that they got away with all of that stuff that day. And then I think about Fergie time. We use this saying Fergie time. You understand what I mean? You have to start thinking about these things, and you think to yourself is that referees probably were being paid.
There's a big difference. What am I going to say?
Where was it?
You're going to say there was no VAR then.
Exactly. In those days, right? In those days, there was no video assistant referee.
Yeah, but currency
right? There wasn't a man sitting in a room somewhere, wherever Stockley Park is, right? Right, in a room with loads of TV screens where he could look back at the incidents without the distraction of fans, without the distraction of people. He could look on it and analyze it, and then go back to the referee on the ground say to him, yo, you've made a mistake
Enough
here,
corruption.
right? You've given it, but you haven't seen what I've seen, which is the goal is offside. They never had that.
How many people in a Stockley Park? How many people
So what
in
I'm trying to say, if that had not been given on Saturday and that was just the linesman and that, you can make a case and say, it's difficult, man. There's so much man in the box. This man's got angle after angle after camera, and can look back. And he's still twice now has got made terrible decisions.
Man didn't even get a rule out. Man did no line at all.
No excuse whatsoever.
So then the question is why then?
Corruption.
The question is why?
It's corruption.
It's either
that I bring a woman to work with him. I'm sorry, I chat to one of the girls in the office while I go and be.
It's corruption, but I'm not too sure about the corruption thing. I think
questions have got to be
it's
asked.
gross incompetence.
Corruption.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Well, questions got to be asked though.
Yeah.
And
now, of course,
now
Man City are breathing down their neck. If Man City beat us on Wednesday, they go top of the league.
Yeah. On points,
on goal difference.
On goal difference. We'd have a game in hand, but they go top of the league. That could be a significant. You know what? It's a funny feeling. It's like that. What they say, glass half full and glass half empty. Because if they beat us, they go top of the league on goal difference, but we'd have a game in hand. If we beat them, we still would be 6 points clear with a game in hand. So could possibly go 9 points clear. So that game
that's the best. Obviously, that would be the best outcome.
Yeah, that game now is massive for Arsenal. I feel
it's a final. It's
like a final. And we have to win it.
I've always said, like this season, I always said, listen, man, I'll say it again. Calm down. It's only 21 games gone. We still have a lot more games. Obviously, some teams have played more than us. They're trying to end the league quicker than us, but calm down, yeah? Now, for me, the City game is always the one that I looked at to say, yo, just don't lose the City. If we don't lose the City, I feel like, no, that's what I'm saying, just don't lose the City. Because that would be a really, really vital part of our season. Because if we do beat them, like you said, that's 6 points above them. We beat them, we still have a game and
momentum.
And momentum beating them. But also, then that means we have an opportunity to go 9 points clear in the table. Hold on, not even going that far. 9 points clear and have played about 24 games at this point. So then now we're really looking to say we have 14 games left for the season. There will be difficult games there. We still have Chelsea to come. Chelsea might find some form along the way. We still have to go to Leicester and beat Tottenham. And we still have to go to Liverpool, regardless of what people say. Oh, Liverpool not having a great season. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Fulham, we have to go to Fulham. Brighton has to come to us. There's still some tricky games there, and teams are going to be playing for relegation.
We've got to go West Ham as well.
That's why, you know what? I've said it and I'm going to say it again. We have overachieved already this season. We are at the beginning of the season. Remember we did the show? You asked, what is our target? We said top 4 and any trophy.
Yeah.
That's what we really said. Top 4 on any trophy. I said if you said give me top 4 and if you said finish 5th on the Europa Cup, I'll take that because we go into Champions League. That's what I said at the beginning. So the fact that we are in a place where now we're talking about where we are at the top of the top 4. So let's fans don't start get carried away because last season I have seen fans happier with a pint at home when we're fighting for 5th and 4th. When we're finishing,
well,
so don't.
There's a lot at stake, and that game on Wednesday now is
wait.
huge,
Big.
absolutely
Big.
huge.
I can't wait.
And
I'm trying to get tickets. To be honest, I'm trying to get
new
tickets.
shoes.
Anybody have any tickets? Me need 2. Let me know.
I've got 2, you know.
You got 2?
No, drop me, man.
I'm getting excited. That's a
Terrible, man.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll do
But
my
having
best.
said that, listen, I don't even know. Should we be sitting next to you? Go to the Brits? Should we? I don't even know. We should be sitting next to you. Man, at the Brits, you know.
He's going on about these Brits.
No, but you was there though.
But
Yeah, I was at the
me
Brits.
see you with Wenger the other day.
I said, not recently. No, but Robbie, that's superb though. The fact that you actually went is magnificent. How was it?
It was
How was
very
it?
good. I got invited to the Brit Awards. It was very good.
Did you win an award?
I didn't win an award. No.
Well, mate, if we were
They didn't invite Dan Robbie, they invited Crucial Robbie.
I'll tell you what, when I saw some of them outfits there, man, bloody hell. Did you see
Oh,
it was-
jeez. Yeah, me do a video about it. Oh, my God.
Crazy outfits, man.
The
Right. But,
Yeah,
no, it was the Brit Awards was good, and then I was at the Mo Gilligan's after party.
Yeah.
and
Big up, Mo.
that was even better.
Was Rice was
That
at the,
was
Declan Rice was there.
Declan Rice was at the Brit Awards. Yeah, he
Apparently,
gave
have you seen the stuff they were saying that apparently he was sick at the game and stuff like this? Or he was not feeling well, but then it was like, how did he manage to make it to the
Yeah, he played though. He played it.
I know, but
But yeah, he's at the Brit Awards, and yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
that's good.
Anyway,
yeah.
who is our boohoo man of the week?
Boo-hoo man of the week. I'm gonna give it to Trossard. You know what I mean? You got your first goal. Yeah, you came on. You got your first goal. You did it in a game as well where again we know what happened with the VAR decision, but in a game where that should have been the winning goal, we needed a goal. It wasn't scoring. We haven't scored in the last 3 games, and you came on and scored. It was good to see that happen, man. And unfortunately,
On Wednesday, would you start Trossard?
You know it is, yeah. I was having this conversation off, and I said, it's not even say, would you start Trossard? I'm happy with Martinelli or Trossard starting, to be honest. I'm not saying would or wouldn't. If he goes ahead and plays any of them, I wouldn't mind. One thing I always say is that Trossard is, I've realized, is he can play anywhere across the midfield, and that is something that Arteta will know, and hopefully one day he does say to himself, he can use it. He can use and resource it, whether he needs to put somebody else up front. But
because he's hit the ground running, and that is what when you sign a player in January,
Premier League proven.
Yeah, you sign a player in January, that's what you want. You want that player to come in and bang immediately. And when you look at him and Mudryk,
hey,
at the moment, just saying.
The YouTube footballer.
But according to the pundits, Mudryk has already played the season, so let's keep quiet.
Anyway, but so you get Boohoo Man of the Week.
Do I even have to ask you the idiot of the week?
Yeah, you do, Carl. Yeah, there's some nominees there. Like when you go to the
There's nominees for idiot of the week.
There's nominees.
Yeah,
Man.
All right, give me the nominees.
All right, nominees for Idiot of the Week. First, we have Mudryk, because did you see the video when he went back to Shakhtar to say his goodbyes now? You know what I mean? Yeah. And one of the players said to him, you need a new left back. you want a new left back? Obviously, they talk. And he said, needed. And he's like, he's throwing shots at his own teammates already, like saying it's not working for him. And what's his name, Cucurella, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Cucurella. Yes, Cucurella.
So he's not a Chelsea player. We can't tell he's not a Chelsea player.
Forget about that. He needs to put his own performances in.
No, but you can't diss Cucurella because apparently they said that Cucurella is not needed. So you can't diss Cucurella.
No, but it's not me. It's Mudryk. They win it, so it's up to him. Anyway, he's one. Another nominee is Tottenham Hotspurs.
Well, listen, I can even.
In my anger, I forgot about them. I couldn't believe that after beating Man City. Well, Expressions last week was saying, this is it. I tell you, 1 week is a long time in football, you know.
Well, listen, but I can, because it shows you. When there's not the carrot of helping us, they don't want to know. If you say, you can help us, everyone.
Then play better without Kante, man.
Well, obviously, we have to say it's good that he's back well. on the bench.
It's up to them.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's true. Because Conte comes back,
I mean,
they lose.
Richarlison is a nominee as well. He's been a nominee all season. I think
been
you
good
know
in
what we
World
should do
Cup,
at the end. I think what we should do at the end is do Boohoo Man of the Season as well, and Boohoo Idiot of the Season, because Richarlison is really pushing for that. 0 goals in the Premier League, you know.
Yeah.
0 goals in the Premier League this season, and you 60 million.
The new signing Porro looked all over the place in that game.
But you're saying that though. But then don't forget the pigeon though. What a great dance! That's the best thing he's done, apart from the goals of the World Cup. The pigeon is great.
My dance on top of the boy. I had the pigeon on top of them symbol. Anyway, and then obviously the nominee is another nominee is Lee Mason.
Yeah.
So for me, out of those 4 nominees, Idiot of the Week goes to the one and only Lee Mason. Only can be you. I don't know what you was doing. I'm telling you, I really believe.
He was doing nothing.
I don't know how many people they have in the VAR at
I think it's about 4 or 5 when they
But he's the main guy.
But
he's
they,
the main
they
guy.
must have had like some new females in there, and he was excited, and he was getting carried away speaking to them, and it was like distracting him. He wasn't watching. Maybe he was watching something else. You was watching something else. We need to find your history of your
Taking that
internet.
drop, bro. I'm telling you, I'm still fuming.
Take away your phone.
You know, I'm not
Take
getting-
away your phone and look on
I'll
his
be
search
honest with
history.
you, I'm like Ty normally. I'm not even in a joke with this
Yeah.
thing. You know? I'm still fuming.
But not a joke, man, an idiot.
Right.
Full-time idiot.
Welcome to
But
my
that's
world.
it, man. That's it.
No, I don't want to be in your world
Welcome to
either.
my
so-
world. Welcome to my world.
I don't want to be in your world.
I mean,
Right.
when it comes to referees,
This- Disgrace of the week,
Disgrace of the week.
disgrace of the week
Apart
is
from Lee Mason again.
unfortunately another terrible, serious one. It's the racist, the awful, disgusting, heinous, cowardly, moronic racist abuse suffered by Ivan Toney
From
after
Arsenal
scoring that
fans.
goal.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Or should I say
Allegedly.
from so-called Arsenal
Exactly,
fans.
exactly. And I
Which
think
really, really upset me,
it's
right? Because,
disgusting.
you know what I mean, right?
Terrible, man.
First of all, Ivan Toney, right? He was excellent on the day. We have
Yeah.
to.
Unfortunately, he was.
Sometimes you've got to take your hat off and say,
And I
Well
still
done.
want him to be an Arsenal player.
I'd have him at Arsenal.
Yeah.
The way that guy
I would
holds
if
the
he
ball
was.
up, he's the only player I've seen this season give Saliba like
Hard
the
time.
Yeah.
hardest time, man.
Yeah.
He was excellent, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you've got to recognise that somebody has had a good performance. Why are you racially abusing him?
Yeah.
Those persons who've done that, let's hope they find them
Yep.
And
they are banned from Arsenal for life.
most severe punishment.
And it's
from
stupid as well.
Arsenal. You are
because,
not Arsenal
no,
fans.
they
You
can't
are
be
not
Arsenal fan
Arsenal
because
fans.
when you look at the
You're
Arsenal
racist,
team, you
that's
have
who you are.
players like Saka, Partey, Gabriel. You have a lot of diverse in the
Eddie.
team. You understand, Eddie? There's so much diverse in
Yeah.
our team.
Yeah.
So how can you be racist? Come on.
You know,
man.
in these cases, I don't look at whether it be Arsenal fans, whether it be
No,
this
it's
fan of-
racist.
well,
It's
he's a fan
racist.
of this club, fan of that club. People will say Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, United
No,
fan.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
no. You're a racist. That's
Yeah.
all you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a racist should not be allowed to come to a game.
Yep.
Should not be allowed to follow the club. Let's get them out. So let's get rid of whoever that individuals were. And Ivan Toney, listen, respect, man. You played brilliantly.
He did, man.
Listen, I wish you hadn't have played brilliantly, but you did play brilliantly, and you have to get your props for what you did.
Yeah, and he's a type of striker that, Arsenal could do with a striker like that. Because
I
in
would-
games like them games is when you need somebody like
I
that.
think he's now scored about 15 goals this
14,
season. Right?
14, yeah.
He's honestly definitely should be a player that Arsenal
in the
should be
squad.
looking at in the summer.
In the summer.
He's very good.
He should be in the squad. But
Very good.
I also have to say that whatever he has said, even if he was out of order, that's at a football level. No, it doesn't matter what he said. Nobody, he hasn't said anything that deserves that. And it's absolutely disgusting.
100%. Well, we've reached the end of the show today.
We have.
As you can see, we're still fuming. But it could all turn to pure smiles.
Yes, hope so. Let's
If we
hope
can
so.
do the job on Wednesday,
hope so.
massive game
Yep.
against Man City.
Yep.
Don't forget to check out AFTV. We've got loads of content around it. We've got 2 super fan debates coming up around the game. We're previewing it. We're doing everything around it. And then on the day, we got our watch along going on. It's going to be fantastic. So make sure you check it out here on AFTV, the biggest game of the season. And of course, we'll be back next week with another one of our Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. You can get 10% off. Use the code AFTV10, an additional 10% off, should I say. Thank you very much, Yardi. Thank you very much,
Thank
Ty.
you,
And
Robbie.
thank you. And we'll see you
thank
next
you.
week.
Peace. Good luck to all our teams this week.